Hey, good morning, gang. Hope you enjoyed a wonderful weekend and are ready for another good week. So, 24 hours have expired, and the playoff bracket for the Major League Baseball wildcard round has already changed. Right? There was a swap in wild card and division winners in the AL West yesterday. So I'm going to go over the bracket again with the updated news. Now it won't change because the season is officially over. So, and with that, I'll do this, and I'm going to do this every round. So once this is over, the divisional series round, we'll do the playoff, we'll do the previews, we'll do the predictions and everything else. So if you want to be kept in the loop on everything playoff-wise, or if you're a Yankee fan, you want all the latest Yankee news, breaking news, everything small or big, you know what to do. Just hit that subscribe button. Okay, it's greatly appreciated. Thank you for it, and I'll take care of the rest. I'll make sure you're in the loop on everything as it pertains to the Yankees and as it pertains to the playoffs, winter meetings, free agency, everything. All right? Now, let's get into this. I'm going to put up the bracket here, okay? Here it is now. This is the updated in the new bracket. So on the top left, you'll see it was originally going to be the Blue Jays versus the Tampa Bay Rays with the Texas Rangers waiting in the weeds with a bye. They no longer have a bye. The Texas Rangers lost yesterday, and the Houston Astros won, meaning the Houston Astros have officially won the division, and Texas now is the wild card. That changes things. So, yeah, your upstart Toronto Blue Jays team against the upstart Minnesota Twins. Okay? It was initially going to be Twins versus the Houston Astros, and I had the Twins getting past the Astros. I still have the Twins getting past the Toronto Blue Jays here, too. Okay? I think they have enough pitching and bullpen to get them over. And you have a proven playoff player there, Carlos Correa, and some of these other young starts. So even though the Jays have got Vlad Guerrero and Bo and all these other folks and Dalton Varsho and Kevin Kiermaier, would I be surprised if the Blue Jays advanced? No, I would not. They would then face the Astros afterward. But I have a feeling it's going to be the Minnesota Twins and the Houston Astros. Okay? It's going to be a little bit different now, though. So keep in mind, because a team that advances, this is a 3-game series. So initially it was going to be the Twins number 1 and 2 versus the Houston Astros number 1 and 2. Now it's going to be likely the Twins 3 and 4 versus the Astros 1 and 2. So Justin Verlander is going to get a start. So Houston now has an edge on the Minnesota Twins in terms of the pitching lineups. So just something to keep in mind. I had the Twins advancing past the Houston Astros in the beginning. Now it's going to be a little bit different, so we're going to have to see what happens. But I still have the Twins getting past the Jays. Now going down, you get the Texas Rangers against the Tampa Bay Rays with the Orioles waiting in return. Now, Orioles, the latest news, Felix Bautista, their closer, is having Tommy John surgery. So they've lost their closer for the playoffs and for next year. So that's a big blow. But again, the top pitchers from the Baltimore Orioles will be facing probably number 3s and 4s for Tampa Bay, who's been gutted by pitching injuries, and Texas, who now has Max Scherzer to go along with some of their other guys, John Gray and everybody else. But they won't have to face Max Scherzer now, at least the Baltimore Orioles, but the Tampa Bay Rays will. So at the end of the day, I've got the Tampa Bay Rays beating the Texas Rangers, advancing. I think the Texas Rangers are one pitcher short. So next year I think they'll be in a better spot. I think the Rays have a tendency, they're going to be playing at home. They're very hard to beat at home. I think the Tampa Bay Rays are going to advance in 3, past the Texas Rangers, and then they're going to face the Baltimore Orioles. Now moving over to the right side. Similar to yesterday, the Arizona Diamondbacks against the Milwaukee Brewers. Are the Milwaukee Brewers, do they have enough pitching and balance across to get past that young Arizona dynamic offense and Zach Gallen and everybody else? I think they do, okay? And I do have the Milwaukee Brewers advancing to past the Diamondbacks to face the Los Angeles Dodgers in the NLDS. And then on the bottom, there's the young upstart Miami Marlins. I mean, they've got the young pitchers, and Sandy Alcantara's got a sprained UCL. We're not really sure if he's going to be in the playoffs or not. There's a chance he might not be, but less than 100% Sandy Alcantara with a bunch of young pitchers and some difference makers. And then they acquired Josh Bell and Jake Berger and a couple of bats at the trade deadline to complement what they did to help them get to the playoffs. But is it enough to compete with the star-studded roster of the Philadelphia Phillies with the Bryce Harper, the Kyle Schwarber, the Trey Turners, and everybody else. At the end of the day, I don't think it will be. I think the Philadelphia Phillies are going to advance past the Marlins in 3 to face the Atlanta Braves. So that's my bracket right now. Okay, again, we've got the Twins going past the Blue Jays. They'll be facing the Houston Astros. We've got the Tampa Bay Rays advancing past Texas Rangers to face the Baltimore Orioles. On the National League, we've got the Brewers advancing past the Diamondbacks, and they're going to face the Dodgers. And I've got the Phillies advancing past the Marlins to eventually face the Atlanta Braves. So this is going to be an interesting postseason, gang. So a lot of new teams in there. But again, switching, especially the AL West, it throws a different dynamic in the playoffs. Because again, the number ones are not going to be facing other teams' number ones. And the number 2 is not going to be facing the teams number 2s, with the teams that are having a bye in such a short series of 3 games. You know, the teams that do have a bye might have an advantage because they'll be able to use their number 1s, number 2s more than once, and the other teams probably will not be. So it's just food for thought, something to keep in mind. But nevertheless, those are my previews. Those are my predictions of the postseason. Let me know what you think. What are your predictions for this first round now that the bracket has changed with a last-minute divisional switch? And have a great week, and I will keep it coming. Talk to you later.